Okay, so today is April the 24th, 2012. It's 42412. Everything's divisible by 4. Indivisible by 2, but be that as it may. So I am standing here and I'm a little bit concerned that I look a little fat. I've been trying to lose weight, but coincidentally, I had to change to a new computer because my old one died. And for some reason now, when I import video into the computer, it automatically stretches everything out widescreen. So here's a little experiment. Today I'm going to shoot in 16 by 9 and see if it makes any difference. Okay, so hopefully right now this is going to make me look a lot thinner. Hey, look at me. I'm letterboxed. Ooh, and I look svelte. Oh, that's nice. Very slimming, very slimming. Okay, so I want to talk to you about some Ghostbusters equipment that I've been purchasing here lately. First thing that I want to show you is my realistic stereo microphone system. And of course, when you take the covers off of this, then you get two pieces of hopefully familiar looking equipment there. These microphone ends were used for the Geigometer in Ghostbusters 2. What is an electret? I don't know what that is. I know what a sextet is, but not an electret. So now if I can just find somebody selling one of those Geigometer shell kits, I'm well on my way towards having some of the components. Now what's the deal about Realistic in the Ghostbusters sequel? They have a deal going on with them? I don't know. Anyway, you got the Realistic sound level meter. You've also got the Realistic stereo microphones. I've also been having trouble lately finding a proper holster for my Motorola. Now this is the one that I thought was going to work just great, and it's a perfect size. Unfortunately, it's a swivel holster, and it's a kind of swivel holster that you can't disassemble. So then I ordered some others that were kind of cheap. Well, the reason they were cheap was because nobody was bidding on them, because they're the wrong design in the front, and they're actually way too long. But these have a swivel holster that actually comes apart. Had that one worked or looked like this, I'd have been happy with it, but alas, and I've got one more here that does not have the piece on the back for it. So anyway, hopefully I can sell those on eBay. I've got one more on order that I'm hoping will work, but it's not a true MT500 holster, it's an MT1000 holster. Now I recently made my first commitment to doing a proton pack was the purchase of an Alice frame, and as you can see I have spray painted the frame itself black. I had an idea though, and I may go back and take the straps off again and give it one more coat of paint, because I was remembering, in the 90s I was working on, I was recovering from a surgery, and I was working on some role-playing miniatures. Star Wars role-playing miniatures was what kept me sane during my recovery from surgery. Just painted those all day long, every day. And I had a novel approach. I bought 5 different colors of primer. And let's say if I was doing a whole set of Stormtroopers, I primed them white. If I was doing a whole bunch of Wookiees, I primed them brown. If I was doing Royal Guards, I primed them red. And if I was doing Darth Vader or characters like that, TIE Fighter pilots, what have you, I primed them with this black, and it was actually a primer for grills. And it was a black metallic primer. And so I'm thinking about going back and hitting these with another coat of that, if I can still find the product, if it still exists. But anyway, I have since, starting off with a proton pack, I have since committed to purchase, I sent my money via PayPal to get a proton pack fiberglass shell and a motherboard, so hopefully those will be arriving really any day now, because he was going to ship them over the weekend, I think. So, got my fingers crossed on that, and then it'll just be a matter of all the aluminum pieces and all the little bric-a-brac. I have some that I already ordered from GB Fans moving sale. So, and then acquiring, the thrower and all the other stuff, and try to get this thing knocked out during the summer months, because I'm going to be busy directing a play in the fall months. I'm going to be doing Little Shop of Horrors here at the Shoals Theater here in Florence. So if you're near Florence, come check that out October 11th through the 14th. Another piece of Ghostbusters equipment that I recently found a source for are little Radiac meters. Now these are not quite movie accurate. They should be slightly different. They're about the same size, but this part here should come down further, and there won't be a label here. It'll just be text against a slightly different color of plastic. It'll say mini rad there. There won't be a hook at the top. There'll be a hook at the bottom. But anyway, I mean, it was $18. So I bought some for me, and actually contacted several of my friends, and they're all like, yes, I'll take one. So I ordered a bunch of them from a seller in California, and now I may wind up ordering more because some other people have expressed interest. But the thing was, what am I going to carry that in? I'm not exactly sure. What's going to be the best thing to attach that to my belt with? So I went to Walmart last night, which is one of my favorite stores, to look for little things, and I had seen this before. I'd seen it several times. It's just a universal camera starter kit. And I had actually been looking at it for the tripod, which I thought would go good with my realistic sound level meter. And I thought that makes a neat little device if, you know, you're doing a fan film or something and the Ghostbusters were planting their equipment to, you know, gather data overnight or something like that. That would just be a neat little additional piece to go with, you know. Plus, hey, kind of looks like a phaser now. Pew, pew. But it also comes with a little black pouch that would hopefully clip onto a belt. You have to unclip it and unvelcro it. But hey, it's a pretty good size to put that little bad boy in and then seal it back up. It's actually just slightly larger than that item. And then you have to velcro all this here. And I haven't actually tested it on the girth of the Ghostbusters belt, but I will. And then just remove, like, pop the stitches there, take the Targus name off of it, and take this little piece of shoelace off of there. And it should match quite nicely with the similar device that I bought for my realistic sound level meter. So even though I'm not entirely happy with the radio holster there, I think that the PKE holster that I've got and these two match pretty nicely. So, and then you've got, doesn't really look that impressive, but I mean, every time you start going into these pouches, you're pulling out more semi-movie accurate pieces of equipment. Looking a little more busy now. So that's pretty much it for Ghostbusters equipment at the moment. I do have a Ghostbusters toy that I bought. Finally found a Winston in my price range for customizing. This one was only $11.99 from a seller in China or someplace like that, loose. And when they said loose, he is very loose. His legs are kind of loose there. See? I needed the head for one custom and the torso and the hands. Anyway, he's going to be chopped up into pieces and go to several things that I was planning to do. Although it's been so long that it took me to find one that was less than $40 that I kind of forgot everything that I had planned for one. But anyway, I'm sure I'll figure it out. So that's everything for today, unless the postman comes to the door with a giant parcel containing a fiberglass shell and an aluminum motherboard. So thanks for watching and stay tuned. First thing that I want to show you is how to clean a camera lens. It smells like a sneeze right here. God. I'm walking through a cloud of it.